What's good, YouTube? This man Spill Dog. I saw a video. I think it was Friday. I haven't been having time to make no videos lately, but I think it was Friday. And I saw a video where Eddie Hearns was saying that Boots is worried about underperforming against Teofimo Lopez. That's why he's not interested in that fight. He's more interested in Undisputed. I'm gonna keep something real, man. You know, my cousin CT in Chicago, he was the one really put me on the Boots some years ago, and really, man, I try to rock with him a lot because of to be honest with you. I like Boots, but I done seen a lot of flashy dudes that ain't as good as the Flash when you put them in there with guys that's actually on their level. And Clarissa, I saw a video Clarissa Shields, an interview Clarissa Shields had earlier last week, and I meant to make a video then, and she was saying that, you know, when they asked her what did she think about a fight against Teofimo and Boots, and she said some stuff that I didn't know, and she said back when they was in the amateurs, Teofimo and Gary Russell was way ahead of Boots as far as popularity, looking like as far as talent. You know, she said he had took a back seat to them cats in the amateurs, and it's just starting to seem to me like Eddie Hearns probably seeing he done jagged a gang of scratch off on a dude that might not even believe in himself. Cause here's why I say that: he wouldn't fight Vergil Ortiz. He had right after he had the fight, the second fight with the Karen dude. He said he felt like he shouldn't. He think it was time for him to go up to 154. They get you a great fight at 154. No, you won't stay at 147. Now, ain't no guarantee you gonna fight Brian Norman Jr. next, but you don't want to fight Teofimo. Every time, you know, he say he can't get these guys in the ring, but every time somebody ready to get in the ring, he don't want to get in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm losing more and more confidence in this every day. You know, just like I say, for the sake of Cuzzle, I'm trying to rock with this cat, but I'm seeing a pattern here. You know, to me, if you would take fights with some of these dudes that you fought, Stanionis and all that, and you mean to tell me you can't get up for a fight with Teofimo Lopez, a guy that's got a bigger name than anybody you done fought so far, real competition coming up from a lighter division, you know, and shit, you've been talking about Undisputed for about 4 years, at least 3 years now. One fight is not gonna kill that unless you lose. So it just seemed to me like now, to his defense, he don't call nobody out. He ain't out here saying, you know, only person he said he was willing to fight was the guy he knew he couldn't fight, which was Terrence Crawford. You know damn well Bud ain't finna go backwards on the money for his benefit. So that's, in my mind, that's a safe call out. I hate to say it. You know, Boots is really starting. I like Bozy. I like Boots. I mean, I like his personality. He ain't arrogant. He ain't braggadocious and all that. But at some point, you need to step up and fight somebody. I mean, when you gonna fight? That's all I want to know. I mean, damn. I mean, every time it's a real name, you can't get up for that. But I guarantee you, if they pull some scrub up, he gonna jump in the ring with no problem. And I said this some years ago, maybe a year ago, before he fought Stanionis. It didn't look like he had no problem fighting the dudes he was fighting, him or his father. It seemed like they was okay with fighting these type dudes and getting that money. You know, and you know what? Who don't want easy money? I just gonna keep it real. Everybody want easy money, especially when you're talking about millions of dollars. And from where Eddie Hearns sitting at, people saying he throwing Boots under the bus. No, he ain't throwing Boots under the bus, but he is a promoter. He got a reputation of his own, and the fact is he can't make him fight. He wouldn't fight Vergil. Now he won't fight Teo. How you think Eddie Hearns feeling? Eddie Hearns probably thinking himself, what's up with this dude? He won't fight. You know, so I can't even be mad at Eddie Hearns about that shit. I can't, man. I mean, because you know, like I say, man, certain dudes, if they ain't getting in the ring with nobody real, I'm definitely not paying to watch it. I'm done with that shit. You know, some of these cats don't want to really see how good they are. They want to just, you know, keep it simple. You know, so I can't see how you can't get up for a fight with Teofimo Lopez. I don't, especially with the names that's on his resume. Shit, I would have been thinking he would be chomping at the bit for a fight like that. He ain't had no problem fighting Ryan Garcia. What's the difference? Teofimo a better fighter. That's the difference I see. You know, it's certain guys, he ain't got no problem fighting them, whether it's for a title or not. And so, I mean, you know, we can kill that noise about him worried about underperforming and shit. You ain't got to underperform, bring your ass in that fight. It don't make no sense. I mean, you know, how the hell you think Eddie Hearns feel? You know, do you think he feel like coming out here the same way? I say it all the time. I don't make excuses for grown men. You think Eddie Hearns want to come out here and be making excuses why he won't fight this guy, why he won't fight that guy when he thought he had the goods when he paid that money and brought Boots over there? So like I say, man, you know, with people, I do know how some of the guys that's fans are. Some of these dudes, you know, they act like they married to some of these fighters out here. Real talk. I mean, if you know, they worse than these fighters. They don't want to hear no criticism, but shit. I mean, at some point, man, just look how long this dude been fighting. Look how many fights he have, and just go down a list of them names. Go down a list of them names. You tell me he shouldn't be wanting to fight a Teofimo Lopez or a Vergil Ortiz to go ahead and show the world he really what they hollering he is. And if you notice, the church is getting, you know, the noise is coming down. More and more people is starting to not. A lot of people starting to think maybe he ain't what he's supposed to be. I'm damn sure one of them. You know, I just don't understand why he don't want to fight these good fighters. He got good excuses for that. I mean, but bring a buster in there. He gonna run up in that heartbeat. Bring somebody who got no chance on winning. It ain't gonna be no beef there. He gonna fight that with no problem. I done started noticing that about him. So I ain't with the Boots thing like I was until he proved himself. Don't get me wrong, I don't got nothing against him, but I do got something against ducking. And it's all kind of ways to duck fights. You know, scared. I don't know if he's scared or not. Maybe he just don't want to lose. You know what I mean? Maybe he don't want to get in there with nobody who got a realistic chance of taking him off taking his spot from him. So I don't know. Whatever you call that, that's what the hell I think he is. Let's put it like that, you know. But is he talented? Ain't no doubt about it. I was taking him against Vergil Ortiz when I first heard them bringing Teofimo Lopez name up. I was like, oh yeah, Boots finna get in here and make him shut up with this, you know, stop all this, you know, check some of this recklessness he been doing out his mouth. But Boots don't want no smoke. Don't look like it. So I don't know, man. The same way Teo don't want none of Keyshawn Davis. It's a lot of ducking and dodging going on out there if we keeping it a buck. But like I say, man, you know, I hope Eddie Hearns can eventually get this dude in the ring with somebody. You can't make Brian Norman Jr. fight. So if you don't know that you're gonna come up with that money, shit, he could lose this fight in Japan. Anything can happen, you know. So my thing is this: I don't even think, and truth be told, I don't think Brian Norman Jr. gonna fight him. Not next. I don't. If I'm his daddy, I ain't fighting him. For what? They ain't never said they wanted to be undisputed. Shit, they wasn't even hollering about no belt. They just got one. Shit, go take he got a right to take his time. He do. I ain't saying don't fight nobody, but shit, I don't know if I'm fighting Boots if I'm him. I really don't. Shit, he ain't fighting nobody. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.